this is John Momo and his wife who really pushed this forward, and I'm really happy that we became friends along this way to Accurate Africa. Thank you very much, Momos. An applause for you, please. We might have just a short glimpse to what is Accurate Africa. We've been talking about it, and we will talk later on, but I think it is now the time that we switch on and press the button to see a bit of what is going to happen in Accurate Africa. Please.
What do elephant paths have to do with conservation? How can a plastic bottle become a paving stone? How do algae make clean air? A good idea can work anywhere. And there are people developing smart solutions everywhere. Eco at Africa, the weekly environment magazine, showcasing clever concepts and committed people from Africa and Europe. The co-production between DW and Channels TV is interactive. Viewers are invited to submit their green projects via social media and become a part of the show. Creative solutions plus efficient technologies for the conservation of our ecosystem. Let's inspire each other. Eco at Africa, the Environment Magazine, on DW and Channels TV.
So this is what you're going to see in the next year, and surely further on, our co-production. And this topic, environment, I think is the real important one, and it brings together a lot of people, because when we have polluted the air in the past, and Africa has polluted the air, then we did it together, and we now have to clean it up together, the mess. So I think this is something very special. And you said, well, what's going on? Is it? It's a very dangerous situation, the environmental question in Africa. And I think, can we have hope? Or a question, can we have hope to solve this problem? It's a big problem. First of all, I think we have to open minds for people, to bring them the idea that environment is nothing which you can just ignore. It's vital for every one of us. And I think we as media can open minds. We can help. This is our contribution. And for me personal, is there hope? Yes, there is hope. When I was a small child, I was visiting my grandma in a village near the River Rhine. The Rhine was totally polluted. There were no fishes in there. You can't swim there. It was a brown, oily, stinking mess. Today, you can swim in the Rhine. Today, there are fishes again there, because Germany did something. We put everything together, our efforts, and we cleaned it up. And there is no reason to doubt that Africa cannot do this also, and especially Nigerians. Wish you all the best with it. What we can do to support it, we'll do it together. Thank you very much.
Mr. Peter Limburg, the Director General of Deutsche Welle, our partner in making this happen. Now, I have the pleasure of welcoming the Minister of Environment, Ms. Amina Mohammed, here represented by Dr. Bukar Hassan, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Environment. But as he's coming out to give a speech on behalf of the Minister, I must mention that we have had very strong support from the Minister. She was on her way here, and she's still on her way here, and we know that she's done everything to put aside all her other appointments to make sure that she arrives here on time, but it's not been possible. So big round of applause for Dr. Bukar Hassan.
Honorable Minister, sir, Your Excellency, Dr. Kayode Fahimi, Minister for Soil Minerals, the EU Chief, Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of Channels, my dear brother, you've done everything you presented all the data for you, environment here, and I think you made our job very easy. Thank you, sir. The Managing Director of DW, who are in Paris, sir, and I'm happy that I'm here with you while you launch this very, 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 very important program. Mr. Chairman, let me say that I have one of my chairs in the National Assembly here, and I want to give me 10 seconds to recognize him. The Chairman, House Committee on Climate Change. Please, can you stand up for the House to appreciate you? Thank you very much, sir. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, the Master of Ceremony has said, my Honorable Minister has done everything humanly possible to be here. It was only 45 minutes ago before I came here when I received her call that she may not be able to be here because of she's on a journey, and I think she has problems with her vehicle. So I sincerely extend her apologies to you. She has supported the process, as been mentioned before, and we will continue to support this process because we in environment, we feel whatever Eco-Africa is doing is at the heart of the mandate of the Federal Ministry of Environment, and we will continue to provide all the necessary support to this organization. And therefore, without saying it, we sincerely, from the bottom of our hearts, endorse this program and will continue to support it as to the logical conclusion. This program could not have come at a better time because our traditional ecological problem in this country has now been aggravated by climate change. What we thought were our ecological problems in this country, which we have been fighting through partnership, local level, international level, today is now growing to a monster because of climate change. Nigeria, as we all know, is one of the African countries most affected by climate change. And the reasons is there for everybody to see. In no distant future, if we do not do the right thing, with partnerships such as this, with partnership from the private sector, from individuals, from non-governmental organizations, the map of Nigeria may change in a number of years. What will happen? Some of our coastal states may disappear. Lagos, Bayelsa, River States. These are areas which are at the heart of the problem of sea level rise. And I think we must do something collectively in order to save our people. The issue of soil erosion, which has been there for a long time in the southeastern part of this country, deforestation in the middle part of this country, and desertification in the north, are now wearing different identities. They have now been able to produce other monsters. We have insecurity challenges, especially in the northeast. And I can tell you that climate change and other environmental issues may not be unconnected with those issues. And therefore, we as a country must do all we can in order to achieve a more sustainable environment for us, our children, and our children's children. We believe that we cannot do that as a government without partnership. And one of the major partners we believe we can work with in order to achieve that is the media. Whether the conventional media or the new media today, the social media, these are the partners we think we must work with, because environmental issues are land-based and we need the communities, and if you need the communities must know why they should be part of that exercise. And without reaching them, you won't be able to do that. And we believe that programs such as these, which are quite interactive, people can contribute and can increase the level of awareness of our people. And we believe this can be done through such partnership. We really appreciate you. And as I said earlier, the minister has told me on phone, please tell the chairman and his wife, his beautiful wife, that we appreciate them and we'll continue to work with them until such a time that Nigeria is a healthy, serene environment for all to live on in a very peaceful way. Thank you very much.
And now we have another minister who holds a portfolio that we all know that is very important to Nigeria, especially in view of the fact that Nigerians are talking about the fact that we must move away from the era of our complete dependence on crude oil. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Pt.2, the Minister of Solid Mineral.